tie, but when you have a look at his form, it's not that great. It's just one in the last 14 goals, but I like him. He's got a great left foot. He's an inverted winger. He plays on the right-hand side. He'll be up against Mark Bowler, and that will be an interesting test for Fatawu, but he is an excellent player. And in respect to Watford, the person I picked out was Imran Lousa, really. I think that Watford would be more than delighted that he hasn't joined Morocco for the AFCON tournament. Again, he's very instrumental in the heart of that.
2 draws earlier today mean that both Leicester and Watford can see the top 6 ever. Leicester when they saw off current third place Ipswich Town. So they look good here, and Lousa drives in a low cross which is blocked again by Okoli. And some early indications are that Leicester are being outfoxed here. Chakvatadz's ball in isn't the best, but they have been a distant second so far, the home side. It's a little more positive from the home side. Ayu's layoff is clever, and the shot is in! Jordan James! First time that Leicester had entered Watford territory, and Jordan James has slid the ball into the corner of the net. And though Watford had settled really effectively and with an eye for a goal themselves, they have again come unstuck away from home.
Well, they have. It's just the way that Leicester are able to recycle possession. Good little touch, I have to say, from Jordan Ayew to start off with at a stretch, and then just lays it on a plate for Jordan James. He's still got a little bit of work to do. He's got to get around the outside of Mark Bowler. But you can see with the form that he's in, his 6th goal of the season, it goes slightly underneath the legs of Bowler and just makes it a little bit harder for Zelvic. But as you're right to say, the first time really that Leicester get into the Watford final third, and the home side have taken the lead.
Well, Watford's rather depressing statistic of not...
He was just saying to his players, hang on, we don't need to go and close down.
It's more intricate football. In the end, Thomas clears it for a corner. There might have been 1 or 2 hearts in mouths because that wasn't far off being an own goal, but it is the game's first corner for a Watford team who, apart from conceding, have looked pretty good.
Well, they have, and Chakvatadze does.
Watford continuing to look the better side despite the scoreline, as Ince whips in a dangerous ball, and the equaliser is not long in coming. Oh, it's been ruled out. It's been ruled out. There's confusion as to why. Offside is the verdict, and the celebrations of Pollock are cut short. Is it offside? Is it an arm that helps it over the line? Either way, it won't stand. Let's have a look at it again, see if we can work out what it is. I think it's the offside, the player in front of the goalkeeper, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely so. Again, you have a look at the line of sight, and you can see straight away that I think it's Mark Bowler who's in an offside position. It's an excellent spot.
We have a free kick, which the captain will dispatch. It's a good ball as well, and Pollock stretched out a right boot. It was by no means an easy chance, but it was a chance.
Well, it was a chance. It was a high line, really, there from Leicester City, as you're right to see. But I think when you have a look at it, you could say that Pollock was slightly offside when that ball comes in, but this time it wasn't raised. But even so, it's an excellent ball from Luke.
Skips control, let him down. Choose the right pass, you'd think it will be. And, well, in the end, Kerumgard goes for goal. There were 2 of his colleagues to the left who were hoping for a tap-in. But there are signs, very much so, that Watford can level here.
Well, you can see that Watford do really well. They win that ball in the middle third, but I think if that was Kerumgard on his left him.
Back it goes to Thomas, and now Mavididi. Decordova-Reid. Ricardo Pereira. Decordova-Reid. Ricardo Pereira back to Decordova-Reid. Excellent play. Tried to set it out beyond the far post and bring it in, but didn't.
Me is that Ricardo Pereira, who is the right back, ends up playing as a left winger. And eventually when it comes to De Cordova-Reid, he doesn't really put enough whip on the ball, does he? But again, it's good play by Leicester City. A little bit intricate. Goes round Pollock far too easy as a centre-half hitting the time.
Nelson, Ricardo Pereira again in that inverted fullback position. Are you? James, good football, tries to find De Cordova-Reid. It was good, just too firm. Good vision though.
Yeah, and it already stems from Ricardo Pereira dropping into that midfield area. There's the nice and neat little one-touch from Jordan Ayew round the corner. And as you're right to say, just...
They might get a chance here though. They might very well get a chance here. Marma, that's how to finish. Outside of the boots, bending shot in the corner. The balance of play suggested it should be 1-1 here. And with a minute to go, it very much is. And Watford's first half display has merited something. They now bring the game level.
Well, I was just moments ago praising Caleb Okoli. But when that ball comes to him, he's closed down very quickly, isn't he? From Kieran. Ball falls fortuitously to Loser. And all he's got to do is pick out Marma. But then Marma's got to do something as well exceptional. He's got to take it with the outside of his right foot. And he makes no decision apart from hitting that ball, hitting it nice and firm, a little bit of bend on it. And as you're right to say, it's an excellent goal. But for me, Caleb Okoli really has to do a lot better than that. A high press from Watford. And there's the result, 1-1.
Good goal in 6 games for Marma. And Watford deserved the entertaining football. At half-time, though, it is Leicester 1, Watford 1. Barrier protecting one of the posts. And so Fatawu decides to have a go. Maybe he needed to be about 30 metres further back, David.
Or 20 metres into his own half when he scored that goal against Ipswich. But he'll be disappointed with that. Really good opportunity. He's right to say maybe he should be a 4th man in the wall. Okay.
They come again, and Ince is in space. It's about choices. And I'm not sure that was the best one.
No, once again, you can see how quick Watford in transition. Kieran does really well. Plays in Ince. And I just felt there with Pereira, who was a little bit too narrow. But he covers the ground really well, the fullback. To deny him really any sort of angle to have that shot. But again,
Fatawu. Nice ball, Ricardo Pereira. That's dangerous. Good foot in by Ngakia.
I'm looking at a Watford perspective thinking, well, who's picking him up? Far too easy, wasn't it, to get himself towards the byline? And then when he pulls that ball back, it's Ngakia who just...
The intent was good. Stolarczyk got a small piece of that, and it's a corner.
They're just slightly too high, the trajectory coming in from Lusa, but great ball. Again, I just think there with Matty Pollock, he goes a little bit too early.
Right here this time. Fakfatansic, Ngakia. Marma, blocked by Ayew. Loser. And that will give the goalkeepers, it won't! Pollock's in front of him, and Watford are in front! Well, he scored in the first half, it was ruled out for offside. This time he's just a bit braver than the goalkeeper. And just as Stolarczyk was looking to grab it, Pollock is there first. And Watford have turned this match on its head and lead 2-1.
Well, you can see there with Leicester City not able to clear their lines. It's well worked, it's constructed really, really well. There's a shot coming in from Marma. Not able to clear it, but when that ball comes out to Lusa, you've got to go and close him down. But this time, for me, the goalkeeper doesn't do enough. He's got to be bigger, he's got to be braver, and that's exactly what Matty Pollock was. He wanted the ball, there was more of a desire for the centre-half. Great ball in from Lusa, and you'd have to say Watford had deserved the lead in the second half.
Well, they were certainly caught with a sucker punch when they went 1 down in the first half, Watford. They've had chances, both sides have. Now Monga, Monga. Thomas again, it's good football. Headed away brilliantly by Pollock. He's earning his call.
Well, he is, but a good interchange over on that far side, involving Luke Thomas and Jeremy Monga. When he gets himself towards the byline, have a look at the positioning of Pollock. Knows exactly where that ball's going.
Supporters feeling that the momentum is just building here for the home side. Now for Tawu. Ayew. Well defended by Elaine.